The day 5 session to all. Now let us start with the prayer. Prayer all together. Sit comfortably either on the floor or on the chair. Sit erect. Gently close the eyes. Adopt Namaskara Mudra. Feel the weight of the whole body supported by the floor directly below in contact with the body. Gently bring the awareness to the abdomen level. Natural, effortless movement of the abdomen muscles, almost imperceptible movements, attuned to the breathing, natural, effortless breathing. Bring the awareness gently to the contact between the two palms in Namaskara Mudra. Face relaxed with a smile. Prayer all together. प्राणस्येदं वशे सर्वम् त्रिदिवे यत्प्रतिष्ठितम् मातेव पुत्रान् रक्षस्व श्रीश्च प्रज्ञाञ्च विधेहि नयिति. The resonant vibrations of the prayer spreading all around, a very ideal environment for the pursuit of the practice. Gently open the eyes. Revision of whatever that was done in the earlier classes. Come to standing position. Hands in and out. Inhale, exhale. Slow movements with awareness of the breath and synchronization between the movement of the body and the breathing. At each extreme position, pause for 1 or 2 seconds. After 10 times, stop the practice. Relax. Next is hand stretch. Inhale while stretching, exhale, collapse the shoulders. 5 times. Then 45 degrees. Next vertical. Relax. Next practice, ankle stretch 10 times. If you like, you can spread the feet a little apart for better balance. Inhale while raising on the toes. Exhale while lowering. Look at a fixed point right in front of you. Next practice, tiger breathing. 10 times. Next practice is dog breathing. I will demonstrate. Sit in Vajrasana. Hands slightly in front. Upper part of the body leaning a little forward. Mouth open. Relax. Next is rabbit breathing. Bend forward. Place the hands in front of you. Like the rabbit, breathe through the chest. Next practice is Shashankasana breathing. Take the hands back, hold the right wrist with the left hand. Slightly lean a little back. Then straighten up, stretch up. Inhale. Exhaling, bend forward. Inhaling, come up. 10 times. Spread the knees a little apart to prevent excessive pressure on the abdomen while bending forward. Next practice is straight leg raising. Lie down on the back. Raise the right leg 90-degree. Inhaling, exhaling, lower the right leg. Now repeat from the left side. Alternate legs. Totally 20 times. Keep the eyes closed gently. Relax after 20 times. Now bring the feet together, hands above the head, both legs together. Inhale while raising, exhale while lowering. Maximum of 10 times. Relax. Completely relax. Now slowly turn to one side and come to sitting position. Eyes open. Wait for a few seconds and then slowly get up. Next set of practices for the neck movements up and down. Allow the head to sink forward, chin resting at the throat. Inhale, raise the head up and allow it to fall down on the back. Exhale while lowering down. 5 cycles or 10 times totally. After 5 times, after 10 times, turning to the sides. Look at the right side, exhaling, come back, inhaling, look at the left side, exhaling, come back, continue, totally 5 cycles or 10 times. Next practice, tilt the head to the right side and then to the left side. Exhaling while tilting to a side, inhaling while coming up. Five cycles or 10 times. Next practice, rotation of the neck. Allow the head to sink forward. Rotate in one direction, inhaling while going up, exhaling while coming down. 3 rounds, and then repeat in the opposite direction. Next practice, rotation of the arms. Right arm, one direction. Ten times. Opposite direction 10 times. Then the left side. Then opposite direction. Then both arms, one direction. Opposite direction. Next, shoulder rotation. Inhale while expanding, exhale while compressing. 5 times. Right. Relax. Come to sitting position. You can sit on the mat in Vajrasana or Sukhasana, that is cross-legged position. Palms resting on the thighs near the knees, sitting erect, eyes gently closed. Kapalbhati, active exhalation by pulling the stomach inwards, and passive inhalation, allowing the abdomen wall to relax. Let us do a few times, about 60 times we will do. Let us start. Stop the practice. Observe your breath. Might have effortlessly stopped for a few seconds. When the normal breathing starts, let us repeat with alternative nostrils by taking the mudra, forefinger and the middle finger bending inwards, last two fingers together, thumb on the other side. Gently close the eyes. Let us start. Stop the practice. Observe the breath. Effortless stoppage of breath for a few seconds maybe. That is Kevala Kumbhaka. When the normal breathing starts, gently open the eyes. Next we go to the practices, sectional and full yogic breathing. Sectional breathing we will do. ನಾನೇ ಮಾಡಲ ನೀನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯಾ? ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. Sectional breathing. First one is the abdominal breathing or diaphragmatic breathing. Mudra for this is the chin mudra. Tips of the forefinger and the thumb in contact. Gently close the eyes. Inhaling, bulge the abdomen muscles, abdomen. At the extremity, pause for 2-3 seconds effortlessly. Inhale, exhale while sucking the stomach in. At the extremity, pause for 2-3 seconds, then inhale and continue. Do 4 more rounds yourselves without instructions. Relax, completely relax. Gently open the eyes. Now the chest breathing. Adopt Chinmaya Mudra by folding the remaining 3 fingers. Now avoid the movement of the abdomen muscles as far as possible and focus on expanding the chest region. In between the practice, if you find discomfort sitting in the Vajrasana continuously, you can change the posture, loosen up a little bit and then again sit. Sitting comfortably erect is very important. Otherwise, sitting on the chair if it is very uncomfortable. Now, gently close the eyes. Inhale while expanding the chest outward, forward, and upward. Pause for 1 or 2 seconds. Exhale while allowing the chest wall to relax and return to resting position. Pause effortlessly for 1 or 2 seconds. Continue. Repeat 4 more cycles. Relax. Gently open the eyes. Now the next practice is clavicular breathing or upper low anubar breathing. Unfold all the fingers, fold the thumbs first and fold the remaining fingers over the thumbs to form Adi Mudra. In this position, we do the clavicular breathing practice. Gently close the eyes. While inhaling, raise the shoulders and collarbone a little up and back. While exhaling, bring to the resting position. Repeat 4 more cycles yourselves. Relax. Gently open the eyes. These are the 3 sectional breathings. Now the full yogic breathing, that is the combination of all these 3. What we do is we adopt mudra called Brahma Mudra. This Adi Mudra is there. In that we will bring the fists into contact and place at the navel level. That will become the Brahma Mudra. And while inhaling, we start with the abdominal breathing. Expand the abdomen and then continue to expand the chest region and then lift the collarbone and the shoulders a little up and back. Clavicular breathing. While exhaling, we will follow the same order. First the abdominal part, then the chest, finally the clavicular part. This will be one cycle. Like this, let us do about 5 cycles. This practice is very useful practice in calming down, and whenever we feel less energy also, if we do this practice for a couple of times, it brings energy to us. It increases the vital capacity of the lungs to the maximum possible extent. Now let us do this practice all together. Gently close the eyes. Inhale while bulging the abdomen. Continue to inhale while expanding the chest. Continue to inhale while lifting the collarbone and the shoulders up and back. Pause for 1 or 2 seconds. While exhaling, suck the abdomen in. Allow the chest to come to resting position. Then bring the collarbone and shoulders to resting position. Repeat 4 more cycles yourselves without instructions. Relax. Stop the practice. Gently open the eyes. Now with this, the preparation practices for the pranayama are complete, and we go for the main pranayama part. What is pranayama? Pranasya ayama pranayama. Getting mastery over prana, control over prana, by getting control over our breathing is called pranayama. Prana is a life force, life supporting principle. It is the basic fabrication of all creation. From the mineral world where prana is dormant, through the vegetable and then animal world and to human level, more and more manifestation of the prana and more faculties. You can notice the degree of freedom for one thing goes on increasing from the mineral level to the human beings level. This basic prana is called Varishta Prana or Mukhya Prana, and in the human system, this prana has manifested as 5 functional pranas. One is called by name prana itself, which governs the functions in the face region, mainly breathing and hearing, seeing, tasting, experiencing the smell, all this. Then apana is there, which controls the downward movements like excretion and procreation. In the middle is samana, which is responsible for the digestion activities and brings balance between prana and apana. Then we have udana, which is for upward movements, and it is this udana which carries the sukshma sharira to the next birth at the end of the life cycle of a person. Vyana is that which will be circulating throughout the nadis or energy channels. according to Prashnopanishad, there are 72 lakhs nadis or energy channels. These channels are in Pranamaya Kosha. They are very subtle. They won't physically occupy any space like material, and Vyana circulates in these nadis and brings supplies wherever there is a depletion of the other four functional pranas, or if it is excess, it will remove, it will maintain a balance like that. Then another point which I would like to mention is that we are having five koshas, pancha kosha. The grossest is the Annamaya kosha. Subtler than that is the Pranamaya kosha. Still subtler than that is Manomaya kosha. Still subtler is Vijnanamaya kosha. Subtlest is the Anandamaya kosha. There are five bodies in us. Annamaya kosha practices like asana, Surya Namaskara, all those are done. And in Pranamaya kosha, we do the pranayama, sectional and yogic breathing, Kapalbhati Kriya, and some more preparatory practices of breathing. In another way, looking at it is the Ashtanga Yoga, or the 8 limbs or 8 steps of yoga according to Patanjali, also known as Raja Yoga, wherein Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara. These are called Bahiranga Yoga practices. Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi are known as Antaranga practices. Ultimate goal of all these practices is to achieve the state of Samadhi, state of silence, different layers of silence. Some call these are the preparatory steps like Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi in that order. Some call as Anga, 8 limbs. So, while all these are prescribed, some have taken up any one like dhyana for itself directly and realized through that practice. The belief is if we take one of the angas and practice very regularly, then the other limbs also will automatically develop and we will start working in all the limbs. Now coming to the pranayama practice. Before we go for the practice, observe your breath. Sit comfortably, close the eyes and observe the breath and recognize whether it is flowing predominantly through the right nostril or predominantly through the left nostril or equal. Just observe. Open the eyes unmute and tell whether it is through the right nostril or left nostril or equally through both. Share your experience.
Equivalent to both.
Others?
More through the left, I feel.
Others?
Left.
Nostrils.
Right.
Right. If
Right.
it is, yeah. So, mostly, predominantly, it will be through the left nostril sometimes and through the right nostril sometimes. There is a yoga known as Swara Yoga, and a very nice book on Swara Yoga is by Swami Muktabodhananda of Bihar School of Yoga. All the details are given in that book. Approximately for 1 3/4 of an hour, flow will be predominantly through the left, then it switches over to the right for another 1 3/4 of hour approximately, and in between switching like this from one side to the other side for a brief period, it will be equal in the two nostrils. And while observing, if some of you have faced difficulty in recognizing whether the flow is predominantly through the left or right, you can keep our hand like this right below the nostrils and slowly move down and observe. You can notice one of the jets hitting strongly on the hand, and thereby you can recognize which is the predominant one. Now the goal of pranayama is, while getting mastery over the prana indirectly through the breathing process, prana and breathing are interconnected, and then calming down the mind. So by doing the pranayama practices, we will bring balance between the two nostrils, calm down the mind. And another thing is, out of the 72 lakhs nadis, there are 3 main nadis. These are known as Ida, Pingala and Sushumna. Ida is also known as Chandra Nadi. Pingala is also known as Surya Nadi. And Sushumna is the central one. The Ida and Pingala go circling from the Mooladhara chakra towards the Agnya chakra, and Ida, the Ida flow of prana through the Ida corresponds to left nostril breathing, and that through the Pingala corresponds to the right nostril breathing. And Sushumna is generally most of the times dormant, and these practices will help in slowly opening up the Sushumna channel. So in the practices, there are different types of pranayama based on the different say whether we are observing through one of the nostrils, right nostril or left nostril. They are having different called by different names, and they have different benefits. First one is the Suryanuloma Viloma Pranayama. Anuloma Viloma Pranayama means, Anuloma means inhalation, Viloma means exhalation. So once we sit in a comfortable posture, then slow inhalation is Anuloma and slow exhalation is Viloma. Breathing through both the nostrils slowly, inhaling and exhaling slowly is called the Sukha Pranayama. We will do this practice a few rounds. Gently close the eyes, sit erect comfortably, slowly breathe in through both nostrils, effortlessly pause for a second or two, exhale slowly through both nostrils. Pause for 1 or 2 seconds, effortlessly inhale. Continue a few more times yourselves without instruction. Gently stop the practice. Observe the breath. Slowly open the eyes. Now, in Anuloma Viloma Pranayama practice, if we breathe in through one of the nostrils, this is known as uninostril breathing. In that, Suryanuloma Viloma, Chandranuloma Viloma, and Nadi Shuddhi are the three main practices. Suryanuloma Viloma, we breathe through the right nostril, and both breathing in is through the right nostril, breathing out is also through the right nostril. In order to facilitate this, we keep the left nostril closed. We adopt the Nasika Mudra, the way we do for Kapalbhati alternate nostrils. Then cover the left nostril with the last two fingers and inhale through the right nostril. Exhale through the right nostril. Slow breathing, effortlessly pausing for a few seconds at the extreme of breathing in or out. Now let us do a few practices of Suryanuloma. Huh? Before we do the practice, there are some limitations. Those who are having high BP, heart disease, and underweight persons, not recommended to do the right nostril breathing, but for the sake of just a few practices, once in a way if we do, it is okay. So we can try today the right nostril breathing. Sit erect, make yourself comfortable, gently close the eyes, adopt Nasika Mudra, close the left nostril with the last two fingers, First exhale through the right nostril. Now slowly inhale through the right nostril. The cycle begins. After inhalation, pause for 2-3 seconds effortlessly and then exhale. Pause for 2-3 seconds. One cycle is completed. Repeat 4 more cycles. Relax. Gently open the eyes. The benefits of Surya Anuloma Viloma, if someone is having obese personality, obesity is there, this reduces the obesity, brings down the weight. And if someone is suffering from depression problem, this right nostril breathing is very helpful for that. With the consultation of a doctor, considering if any other problems being there, taking in the person all points taken into consideration, recommendations will be made. One can do the practice for 27 rounds 4 times a day, before breakfast, before lunch, before having supper, and before going to bed, to get the full benefit of the practice. But normally we do 9 rounds of all the pranayama practices. That should be generally adequate for most of our needs. If you have, we will stop at this for today. If you have any questions, you can ask.
Namaste. When you are doing this practice, what mudra do we keep on the left hand? Is there any mudra at all?
For the?
For left hand.
Can you repeat the question? What mudra we adopt for?
For the left hand, we are using the right hand to close the nose, nostril, but the left hand, do we just keep it open, or is there any mudra we need to keep on the left hand?
See, we generally use the right hand for doing the pranayama practices, and for closing the right nostril, we use the thumb. For closing the left nostril, we use the last 2 fingers in Nasika Mudra. Mudra is same for both. For Suryanuloma Viloma or right nostril breathing, we cover the left nostril with the last 2 fingers. And for doing the next practice, which we will introduce in the next class, Chandranuloma Viloma, that is left nostril breathing, we cover the right nostril with the thumb. Thumb is used to cover the right nostril. Last 2 fingers are used to cover the left nostril.
Now, during this practice, what do we do with the left hand? You just keep it open, or do you do it in it?
Yeah, you can keep it open. You can keep it open. You can keep it comfortably on the thighs near the knees, or you can adopt some people adopt chin mudra in all the practices. One can do that also. Otherwise, you can comfortably leave it on the thigh near the knee.
Thank you.
Welcome. So for today, we will end the session, and we will meet again on the next Saturday, and we will close with the Shanti Mantra for the welfare of one and all. Gently close the eyes, all together. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Have a nice weekend.
Namaskara.
Namaskara. Ellargu
Thank you.
namaskara.
Namaskaram.
Thank you. Namaskar.
Welcome.
Namaste.